Today, we're going to talk about the actions that we can take to strengthen our beliefs in relation to money programming and what is the real way to attract it. Also, I will be telling you an exercise which will help you to attract all the money you want into your life. I called it spatial memory exercise, but before that, we need to understand the basics. So, money programming is an internal system that we have built subconsciously through past experiences in our lives. Our emotions and beliefs build up inside us like bricks and stones, creating a strong wall over time. There is not just single programming of belief for money, but for every other aspect of life. We create programming for our relationships, health, friendships, etc., through the different data we collect over time from our surroundings. These beliefs can be changed if we consciously make a decision to do so. In order to achieve it, we saw earlier that we need to go through the past beliefs first, even if it is hard for us. Then we move on to the next step of putting in a new set of rules to feed in the information of our desire in place of the old ones. To implement these new rules into our lives, we need to take actions repeatedly to solidify them. Our actions demonstrate the urge to change and create a new feeling for our heart, as the heart believes in the feelings and not the thoughts. Our connection becomes stronger with the new belief, the more we experience the change through our actions. Let us take an example which will help you ease into the new money programming rapidly. If you want to feel the abundance of money and you want to change the belief that you don't have enough of it, then act in your day as if you already have an abundance of money. What will you be able to do with the abundance of money? The universe blesses those who share the abundance with other people around them. If you take an action according to the said analogy, then this action will strengthen your belief. Take a small portion of your daily earnings and give it to someone who is in need. Do it with an open heart. Give that money to the person in need with a smile on your face. It can be anyone asking you for help or a homeless person in dire need for food. You choose the person you want to help today. Do it with a smile. This smile will send a strong sense of abundance to the subconscious mind, along with the act of sharing the money. You will be telling your subconscious mind that you have enough money to share with other people, and you're happy about it. You have no resistance to the feeling of sharing your part of the abundance of money with the people around you. Another thing that you can do is remove the resistance to money from your personal environment, as we often get stuck in comparisons and competing with the people at the workplace. We start believing that what was supposed to be ours, someone took it from us. This resistance blocks the flow of abundance coming our way. We do not accept the abundance simply because we believe that someone else already snatched it from us and we can't have it. This hinders our process of making an active change in our money programming. If we want to change our money programming, then we need to understand that the abundance is there for everyone. It is enough for everyone, including you. Believe that the abundance is there, which is free from any bias or competition. Understand that you are a part of it. Increase your belief in becoming more connected to abundance and the process. Act according to the belief in your day-to-day life. Take small steps towards the change you want to implement in your life. It is all about the change of feelings in the heart to feel more secure with yourself and feel the freedom. It's about making new connections with yourself, freeing yourself from the past experiences. Another exercise that can really help you in this process is writing down all the beliefs that you gathered in your childhood. The beliefs gathered during childhood need to be addressed in order to bring change and clarity into life. Take a pen and paper for this exercise and write down specifically the thoughts by your parents about money during your childhood. The thoughts that your parents fed into your system and you subconsciously picked them up. Did your parents struggle with money while you were young? Did you find your parents opting for cheaper things in order to save money because they did not have enough? Did they scold you for spending too much money and told you to control your expenses? What were your personal experiences as a child with money? Was it difficult for you to buy the things of your liking with your pocket money? Was budgeting a major issue in your house all the time? These are the boundaries getting raised around us from the very beginning. We limit ourselves to these thoughts and feelings. In turn, the limitations created around us create a belief that we are not worthy of having the luxuries of life or the abundance of money. We settle into this mediocre lifestyle and resistant thinking. We start believing that we are not worthy of having the abundance of money into our lives. You can also pause this video if you want to take your time to write all of these things. It can be hard to get through this process as we are diving deeper than the surface into a much more sensitive and dense area of thoughts. But you don't have to worry about it. We can rectify this problem. Overcome through these powerfully negative effects of childhood. We need to accept that these beliefs served us for such a long time. We don't have to regret them. We need to understand what we can do differently. New actions and thoughts that will serve you in a better way. We have to address them openly, expose these thoughts through your conscious mind. Practically understand that these negative thoughts are pulling you back and creating a resistance between you and the abundance of money. Face these issues. Act daily one-on-one with these past money programming settings. Tell yourself that these thoughts are of no use to you and you feel differently now. You strongly believe in the new money programming that you have created for yourself. The more you will act against the past programming, the more these beliefs will surface in front of you, which in turn will provide you more and more chances to solidify your new belief system for money. Remember that you have the power of the universe within you. You are a creation with a part of divinity in it. If you can think of it, you can do it. Now we're going to discuss an amazing technique that is scientifically proven to be helpful in creating a strong mind and body connection in reprogramming our money wiring of the subconscious mind. This is a powerful exercise that would help you enormously in manifesting money into your life. The law of attraction explains to us how we can attract good things that we want in our lives through the power of manifestation. People use different techniques and exercises in order to work towards it. But sometimes this reprogramming of the brain can be tricky. The brain won't allow it to simply reprogram itself because it focuses on the reality that is right in front of it. The reality that differs from the thoughts that we want to create. This creates a gap between our thoughts and manifestations of vibrations. We want to create the vibration for ourselves to accept the desires of our lives, but we become unable to resonate with that feeling due to the external environment. The reality that we perceive dominates our thoughts and feelings, which makes us doubt our manifestation abilities. During the moments that we become unconscious of our actions, the past experiences perceived by our subconscious mind begin to dominate our reality. The study of neuroscience and psychology explains one such powerful technique that can be helpful in creating our desired reality in a much more powerful way. This technique is termed spatial memorization. Spatial memory is especially associated with an important part of our brain, the hippocampus, which plays a major role in controlling our emotions and feelings. It also contributes in storing information about objects and things stored and kept around us, everything that you see and know about. For example, what is the location of our favorite mug in the kitchen? Where is the most beautiful garden in my town? What is the route to that garden? The streets that we need to cross. How many shops will we find another way? Everything that contributes to our physical environment is stored in our hippocampus. Our brain stores a map of everything for it to become more accessible to us in times of need. Our brain likes data and wants to go to places that it already knows. Through the use of the spatial memory technique, we can familiarize our brain with the things that we want to manifest very easily. For this exercise, we are going to use the most comfortable and beautiful memory and imagination of yours. This exercise can be used to memorize and create different desires and incorporate them into your subconscious mind. Since today we are doing this exercise particularly to manifest money into our lives, we are going to follow the exercise concerning the abundance of money. And light a sauce. The very first thing that you need to do for this exercise is to close your eyes and imagine the place that you are most familiar with. This place can be your home, your grandma's place, your favorite park or building, etc. These are the places that will be easier for you to imagine. But if you want to take it up another notch, you can also create a dream palace of your own. The weirder, the better. This palace will have the exact number of rooms that you want, specific number of stairs and floors, and even the number of steps in the staircase. Make it as big as you want. Familiarize yourself with this place. Know the routes and ways that lead from one room to another. How is the entrance of the palace? What path will you have to take to go to the garden? How many trees are there? How many benches and birds are there in the park? Know everything about this place. Take your time to build this place for yourself and familiarize it to yourself like the back of your hand. Now comes the important step of the process. You have to think about manifesting money into your life through this place in your visualization. Think of keeping notes and tags everywhere around this place related to money. When you enter this place in your mind, the door that you open is made up of solid $100 bills. You are safe here. As you enter this palace, through this door, the corridor floor is covered with money on it. As you walk inside towards your kitchen and you look out of the window, there is a big hoarding that is visible from your kitchen. This hoarding had the image of an advertisement earlier, but now it has an abundance of money written all over it. As you look away from the window and open the tap for water, money is flowing out of the tap instead of water. Let your imagination run free. Let your imagination run wild in this place. The more absurd the image is for you to imagine, the more it will have an impact on your mind. You are free to imagine money all around you. Wherever you are turning, you are finding money all over the place. You are surrounded by money. Money is flowing towards you freely. Stay here in this moment and solidify this imagination by going through this over and over again. Place the things from your daily life into this area and make a connection between your imagination and your daily physical life. Imagine that the favorite mug that you have in your house is also there in your imagination. And every time you pick it up, you'll find money flowing out of it. Let this visual become embedded into your mind. This visual is true. Whatever we visualize more and more becomes definite memory in our brain. This technique is heavily used by people who become experts in their field, such as Leonardo da Vinci, is said to have a high spatial intelligence. The higher the intelligence is, the more they become able to perceive reality differently according to their own desires. The more you associate your visualization with your physical reality, the more this technique works in your favor. When we visualize over and over again, we create a bridge between our visualization and all physical reality, so that later on, when we physically see our favorite mug in reality, our mind instantly connects it with that present in our subconscious mind. It will remember that this mug was filled with money because now our mind believes that this is reality. in order to prove itself correct. Our subconscious mind starts to work in the direction where this visualization does not clash with our reality. And we start to create what we had visualized for ourselves. The more we visualize and associate money with certain places, the more it gets wired in our brains, enabling us to accept the abundance of money in our lives without any resistance. Like this video, if you believe in the power of your spatial memory.